If you have a Fisher-Price Rock and Play sleeper, stop using it immediately. Those products have been associated with 32 infant deaths. What started out as an alert has turned into a full-scale recall. Stay tuned for more details. If you're new to my channel, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach women to make wise home health and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to see reviews about products that can benefit you in your home, subscribe, because I do videos on those topics all the time. So hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Okay, let's jump into it. Today, I am coming to you in my professional role. As you can see, I've got on my nurse garb. And for those of you that don't know, I am a nurse by profession. And one of the programs that I am passionate about is Safe Sleep. So this whole mess about the Fisher-Price Rock and Play sleeper has certainly caught everybody off guard. So let me tell you just a little bit about how it got started, because it's only been 1 week that all of this has come to the attention of the public. So Rachel Peachman, who is an investigative reporter for Consumer Reports, was working on a piece for Consumer Reports. And one of the things that she discovered was that there were 10 deaths associated with the Rock and Play sleeper by Fisher-Price. Now, these 10 deaths didn't occur all at one time. They occurred over a period of several years, like dating back as far as 2009 to present. But she thought 10 deaths were a lot associated with one product. But she did do a little teaser, just a little bit of a piece about the 10 deaths. And it came to the attention of the American Academy of Pediatrics, and they felt that the product should be pulled from the shelf because, of course, 10 deaths is 10 deaths too many. And you might be thinking, well, 10 deaths in so many years with over 5 million products is not a lot. Well, it's not a lot unless your baby is one of the 10 deaths. So any deaths associated with a product that we purchase for babies is too many. So fast forward to April 5th, 1 week ago, the American Academy of Pediatrics was urging Fisher-Price and the Consumer Product Safety Commission to issue a recall on the Rock and Play sleepers. Well, Fisher-Price pushed back. They said that the sleepers were perfectly safe. They met international guidelines for safety, and that if the consumers used the product the way it was designed, if they followed instructions, the product was safe. And after the first report came out about the 10 deaths, the national news media started to pick this up. So there was a piece on CBS News, there was something on CNN, and then the digital news outlets also began to pick it up. And magazines like Good Housekeeping was asking, is this product safe? Should this product be on the market? Why isn't it pulled? So there was a lot of uproar and public discussion about the Fisher-Price Rock and Play sleeper. So fast forward to today, April 12th, there were actually 32 deaths reported associated with the Fisher-Price Rock and Play sleeper. And one of the deaths that came to national attention really put a face on the problems associated with this sleeper. The Overton family was interviewed on CBS, and they talked about putting their baby down for bedtime, and the father woke up in the middle of the night just to check on the baby like parents do, and found the baby unresponsive and just lifeless. He said the baby was just like a doll. So of course they called 911. The baby was rushed to the hospital, and unfortunately the baby died 3 days later. But this sweet, adorable little baby and the tragedy around this whole situation put a face on this situation. So needless to say, there was more outcry about why is this product still on the market. So around 4 o'clock today, Fisher-Price issued a full recall on all models of their Rock and Play sleepers. Now this is about 5 million products that have been recalled. So this is huge. And one of the people who came out so hard against this Rock and Play sleeper when there were only 10 deaths associated with it was Kyle Yasuda, and he is the president of the American Academy of Pediatrics, and he said this product is deadly and needs to be recalled. And that's what finally happened today. So the first question that I want to address is, what should you do if you have one? Well, stop using it immediately and make sure that all your family members know not to use it, and that includes the daycare providers. The second thing you'll want to do is to contact the Mattel Fisher-Price customer service website, and I'll link that below so that you can get access without any problem. But on the customer service website, you will find information about the product recall and the reasons behind it. So Fisher-Price did issue a news release indicating that they were recalling the problem, or rather indicating that they were recalling the Rock and Play sleepers, and that they believe that the contributing factors to the deaths were parents not using the 3-point harness or the safety belt that comes along with the sleeper. But they also give you information about how to apply for a refund. And you can apply for a refund based upon a couple of different things. Number one, if you've had the sleeper less than 6 months, you can apply for a full refund. If you've had it more than 6 months, you might be eligible for a voucher, which gives you another Fisher-Price product. But here's the thing. There's an application process that you have to complete, and then you also have to send in with the application the 2-part hub assembly piece. And the instructions on the website tells you how to take the sleeper apart so that you can get access to those pieces to send in with your application. But to apply for either a full refund or a voucher, you've got to complete the application process and send in the 2-part assembly hub pieces. Now let's say you've got a Fisher-Price Rock and Play sleeper. You've had it for a while. You don't feel like you're going to apply for a refund, but you've got one up in the attic. What should you do? Well, then you need to take it apart. You need to destroy it by taking it apart. And again, if you go to the Fisher-Price customer service website, it will give you instructions on how to disassemble it. You don't want to donate it to a thrift shop because you don't want some other unsuspecting parent to buy that at a thrift shop and then their baby is put at risk. So please destroy it. Take it apart. So you're probably asking yourself, what was the problem with the Fisher-Price Rock and Play sleeper? Well, this particular sleeper is considered an incline sleeper, not flat like this, but on an incline like this. So what can happen is that the baby's head can tilt forward. And if it's forward long enough, it can occlude the baby's airway and interfere with oxygen. That's the problem. So again, the head is tilted forward. So if you notice the change in my speaking voice because my head was tilted forward, imagine trying to breathe with your head tilted forward like that. So it interferes with the baby's oxygenation and the baby can suffocate. The Fisher-Price Rock and Play is also a suffocation hazard. The bedding that comes in the sleeper does not have a tight fitted sheet like we suggest in the Safe Sleep program. So what happened is that babies could roll over and get their mouth and nose smooshed up against the bedding and end up suffocating. They roll over, but they can't roll back and they can't get enough oxygen and they suffocate. And if you look on the back of the device, it has on the warning label that this Rock and Play sleeper is a suffocation device. And I'm like, If they already know it's the suffocation device, why put it on the market? So here's a question for you. How many of you have looked at the warning labels on the back of your baby products, your little jumpy things, or the strollers or the car seats? Tell me in the comment section below. I asked a mom that very question today, and she had not seen the warning label. So we looked at the label together, and I pointed out where it said suffocation hazard, and she was totally surprised. She had not seen that label. So most parents don't look at those warning labels. Most parents believe that if a baby product is purchased in a store, it's safe for use, and that is not always the case. According to the Rock and Play safety guidelines, the infant should be securely belted in the sleeper with the 3-point harness system or the seat belt that comes with the sleeper. It's also not to be used for infants over 3 months old, because typically babies over 3 months old are starting to roll over or to pull themselves up or to try to sit up. But it didn't just stop there, because in some of the reports, the babies were younger than 3 months old that died associated with the Rock and Play sleeper. And causes of death for some of the babies were attributed to asphyxia or an inability to breathe related to sleeping position. So what they believed happened was that the babies rolled over and their nose and mouth was covered up and they couldn't roll back, so they suffocated. Now let's talk about how you should put a baby down for nap time and bedtime. First of all, I want you to think about the ABCs. It's a real simple way to keep things in mind. A is for alone, B is for back, and C is for crib. A, alone. Babies should sleep alone in their own bed, not with adults and not with siblings. B, back. Babies sleep best on their backs, not propped on their sides, not on their stomachs, but on their backs. It's okay to put them on their stomachs for tummy time, but this is supervised time. It is not unsupervised nap time at all. And C is for crib. They should sleep alone in a crib, not an adult bed, not on a sofa, but in a crib with a firm surface, with fitted sheets that are tightly pulled around the corners, and there should be nothing in the crib to pose a suffocation hazard. That means no blankets, no bumper pads, no toys, no stuffed animals. So as cute as the bumper pads are, and as cute as all those little quilts and other bedding is, they do not belong in the crib with the baby. You want to put the baby to bed in a sleep sack, these one-piece footed sleepers, or a sleep sack such as this. I've got a video that covers all of the points in less than 30 seconds. I will link it below so that you can share it with others. Safe sleep habits are a critical part of caring for an infant and can lower your baby's risk of death. Your baby should sleep on his or her back in a safety-approved crib in your room for at least the first 6 months. Keep pillows, bumper pads, and other toys or blankets out of the crib to avoid suffocating your baby. And use a pacifier for the first year. For more information about safe sleep, call the number on your screen. You could save your baby's life. So let me ask you this. Do you know of a family who's lost a baby related to sudden, unexpected infant death? One of the things that these statistics bear out is that many of those unexpected deaths are related to unsafe sleep practices. So how you put your baby down for nap time or bedtime can make a big difference in whether or not they wake up. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I am a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, cooking and cleaning and laundry and health and beauty, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I will see you in the next video.